October favourites, everyone, or as they say in France, favori d'octobre. I have no idea whether that's what they say in France. I just made that up. It's possible. I haven't pronounced it right. November favourites. Anyway, it could be quite random, this, if it's not random enough already. I've just it's just stuff that I've loved. I know that I said that I would go heavy on the skincare in this one. I have got quite a lot of skincare, but I've also got lots of other bits and pieces as well, and some of them are quite random. So let's get started. If I've been wearing this cardi by the time this video goes up in lots of videos, and I do apologise, it's bloody freezing and I'm massive. I am now, what am I? 30, nearly 30 weeks pregnant. I'm huge. There are very few things I can actually fit into anymore. And so this is just snuggly and warm and great. Anyway, whatever. It's from Jojo, Maman, Jojo, Maman, Bebe. Is that how you say it? Or I never know if this is the name of a shop and it's in England and it has a French name. Do you sort of pronounce it using a French accent, or you just kind of say Jojo, Maman, Baby, Bebe? Who knows? My mum, when I worked in McDonald's from 16 to 17, I was saving up for a car. She used to come in and order un filet au fish. I'd just be like, it's I suppose it is a filet of fish. But she used to do it in a French accent and I used to be mortified. Where am I going with this? First thing, apologies, this should have been in that gorgeous Christmassy palette video. It's the illuminating sort of pressed powder, face powder, and it's from Dior and it's from the Christmas collection. It's gorgeous. I can't believe it must have just been hiding under something and I didn't put it in. This one, it is gorgeous. It's got a very flattering, warm toned, goldish highlighter. Whereas a lot of them can be a little bit pearlescent-y cool, which suits a lot of people, but not all. This one, very, very nice indeed. You won't want to use it. I don't want to use it. But if you saw me destroying my Chanel palette in my palettes video, then you'll know that I probably will just go in there with a brush and bash it around. The second thing, and I am going to do a post on this, is that I have finally, after quite a few months of searching, found a good dupe for the red shade in the Chanel Le Rouge palette, which is called Candeur et Expérience. Really going for it with my French this month, aren't I? So that's the colour I've been trying to dupe. Found a couple of runner-ups, things from Kiko, and there's one from MAC. But if you look at the... sorry, something suddenly got stuck in my gum then. What the hell is that? Some kind of seed. The one from MAC is much warmer. Look, much more coppery and has a sheen to it. It's blooming gorgeous, actually. So you might prefer that one to the one in the Chanel palette. The one in the Chanel palette is brickier. It's matte, pretty much. It's quite a flat colour, whereas that is more lively. This is called Coppering. But the dupe that I found is from Makeup Forever, and this is called, it did have a name, M738. Is it called Saffron or something like that? Online? I'll find out for you. It's pretty much spot on, I have to say. I am going to do a post on this. This one's maybe slightly lighter and slightly warmer, but on my hand, very, very close indeed. So you can't get this palette anymore. It's a brilliant one. If you do see it and you love those types of tones, then do get it because it's very, very lovely on the eyes. But if you wanted that one and you've been looking for it, then that is your dupe. Makeup Forever 738. And one last makeup-y type thing before I go in for the kill with the skincare. I loved this. I've done a post on it. I wish I had it on now, but I don't. I've got a different Chanel one on, actually. This is one of the Longwear nude ones, but this is the Longwear Velvet Colour in Pink Rubber. And it's just sort of bonkers, really. You need 2 coats. It's a very pale pink, almost white, and it has a completely matte finish. And it does look like pink rubber. It's just great. It's a lot of fun. I can't imagine it will be around for long. It's limited edition. So I'll put a link to that below and check it out. Shade number 542, in case you're interested. But it's just brilliant. It's a little bit sort of fetishy, but in a modern way. So it's not sort of... I find some of the matte ones look dirty and a little bit sleazy. That one just looks very clean, but interesting. Like me. Okay, peeps, skincare. Let's get going. So first of all, new brand from Estee, who make very sort of high-tech, high-performance skincare products that are not ridiculously expensive. They've sort of excelled themselves by making an even cheaper range, which is called The Ordinary. You've probably heard of this already. I've been trying out the niacinamide one. Seemed very, very good, but I switched over to the hyaluronic, and you know, it's sort of like a fiver, these products. So you're getting really top quality ingredients, the same sort of stuff that sort of luxury brands will tell you it's got in it, but this is the pure version. Hyaluronic acid, brilliant for keeping the skin hydrated. It's in loads and loads of hydrating serums and sprays and moisturisers. It's just very lightweight, so it doesn't sit heavily on the skin, but helps it to stay really hydrated. I'll put a link to it below. I'm not sure how many stockists there are for things like that at the moment, but I'll have a look. And this has just been rocking my world, I have to say. De Mamiel, and it's the pregnancy face oil. I showed you the cleansing oil in a recent video, but this one is just, you wouldn't use it anywhere near the cleansing stage. After serum, and sort of instead of moisturiser or as well as moisturiser. But it's more like an aromatherapy sort of treatment than it is a face oil. A drop in or two into the palm of the hand, and it's been especially formulated for pregnant women. There is just something incredibly uplifting, balancing, calming, everything about this oil. Oh, and I've become a little bit addicted to it. Lots of people are a little bit funny about essential oils during pregnancy, but it's only certain ones that are recommended that you stay away from, and the rest are safe in the sorts of concentrations and ways that you would use them as a normal person. If you were kind of dousing yourself head to toe in pure essentials, which you couldn't do anyway, I mean, they're just too strong, or tipping in vast amounts of certain ones into your bath water, that's when I would be worried. But if something has been formulated by a relatively mainstream brand and says it's used for pregnancy or it's safe for pregnancy, I think that you can feel quite safe with that. If you don't, just stay away from it. It's very, very simple. You know, if you're unsure about anything in pregnancy, just stay away from it. Nobody is making you do it. But if you love a bit of aromatherapy and you find it really beneficial, I do, then that is gorgeous. Pricey, 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 so it's a real treat. But yeah, I find it just beautiful. And I think I sleep better and everything, and I just feel better. I feel like I can manage things better when I've had certain scents. I don't know whether anyone else feels like that, but I do. Little bit of a winter soother if your skin is feeling very sort of frostbitten and wind-beaten and sensitive. This is the Skin Beauty Repair Concentrate SOS treatment, and it's from Clarins. Now, it's been on my radar for years, this stuff, but it does come into its own when I've got my sort of pregnancy skin that can tend to be a little bit reactive to stuff. And so I have been using this recently, and I went away on a little mini break to the sort of seaside, and it was, you know, when the wind's just going like battering your face. Found it very useful for that. In underneath your moisturiser, that one, so cleansing that moisturiser. You don't get very much in the bottle, but you don't need very much. It's sort of like a very light oil texture. Doesn't really smell of anything, it feels very plain, but I find the effects to be great, very soothing. And another thing that I've really been enjoying using, what the hell have I done with it? Ah, this. The Tolerance cream, and this is from Maman. I really like this. It's so rich. If you want something that's got really long-lasting effects, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you want it sort of to be quite simple. It's very soothing, it's great for sensitive skin, but it's in a way, it's sort of no frills. So if you don't want to go in the luxury end of the market, but you just want something to see you through the winter, that's almost like a cold cream effect, I really like that one. This is bloody brilliant. Estee Lauder Revitalising Supreme Plus Global Anti-Aging Wake Up Balm. You've certainly woken up by the time you've said that lot. It takes about an hour. And it's just a sort of glowy, nice, face-plumping balm. And I put it on before I use my makeup, so almost like a primer. It's not glowy as in like it's an illuminator, but it does give your skin a glow and makes you feel... It's just one of those products that's slightly... You feel like it's slightly miraculous, and it's probably just a mixture of sort of shiny pigments and a nice feeling moisturiser, but instant sort of brightening effects on that. So I like that a lot. It's not cheap, but if you're sort of eternally on the search for something to make you feel less rubbish in the facial department, then that could be a good one. I'm going to finish off with a shampoo and conditioner. This is from Pureology and it's called Strength Cure, and it's for micro-scarred or damaged colour-treated hair. I have no idea what the hell that means, micro-scarred, but it sounds quite good, doesn't it? It sounds very dramatic. You know, I think it sounds quite good. It's quite enticing, micro-scarred. Anyway, lots of shampoos and conditioners just do not work on my hair. It's quite fine. Either they're not moisturising enough, or they're too heavy and rich and they make it feel greasy and they weigh it down because it can be quite lank at the roots. So for every sort of 10 shampoo and conditioners that I try, it might only be one that I really think, that's okay. But this I thought was really good. I can't really tell you why, just that it left my hair very silky but bouncy at the same time. So if you think that you've got the same type of hair as me, sort of micro-scarred, colour-treated, it's a bit dry on the ends, limp at the roots, goes a little bit flat, doesn't respond well to very, very rich treatments, this could be worth a try. Sulfate-free. I like Pureology. I think it's a really nice brand. The lipstick I'm wearing, by the way, is from Rosie Huntington Whiteley at M&S, and it is called Sweet Darling. And it's a great sort of balm lipstick hybrid. It's called a Lip Shine. They do a couple of different colours, or a few different colours. But this is just a really gorgeous polished nude. It reminds me a lot of the ones that I always wear from like Laura Mercier, By Terry, Chantecaille, really high-end, buttery, moisturising lipsticks, but it's not expensive at all. Nice rose gold packaging as well. I'm going to go now because I feel like I've sort of whittled away and you're going to be all asleep, and this is going to be quite a long video. That's it. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a like if you fancy it, and I shall see you next time.